No matter where you're from.
Hello people, yes I am Mr. Sore Thumbs, and if you did not recognize me, still again, the brother with the jacket, thumbs on the sleeve, or on the pouch, what you want to call it. Still, you can see it, right? Yeah, you see all this, right? Anyway, today was on my mind. Well, actually, I know Christmas is like almost ahead, so, you know, being who I am, I decided to get, you know, out of the way, just a couple of games that I've been trying to get my hands on for a while. But one game, I have to say, on this video, I did not see myself getting after a long time. After, I would say, 6 years. Yes, 6 years of me not getting this game. I don't know why I did it or why it tempted me not to get this game. So, before I go off my little adventure, I would like to show you the game. Yes, the game is Heavenly Sword. Yes, I got this from GameStop. You can notice that GameStop is really quality when it comes to boxes, and even the opening doesn't have that little click, you know, the one I'm talking about when you click it and it, I'm sorry, if it clicks and you hear that clicking sound. No, if I release my finger, it's going to fall off. So yeah, it's kind of stuck. Yeah, GameStop, they're really on good with games in boxes. So, but the game does work. Yes, the game does work. Why? Even the game I'm sorry, I don't want to go detail what the game I'm trying to mention on the video. Yes, the game is Heavenly, look at it. GameStop. Yes, a lot of people compare this to God of War, but I don't see the difference. I mean, we all play God of War, how violent that can be. I mean, even Kratos, after he slays a giant, I don't know, giant, whatever, he get to bang 2 chicks. And then, you know, our man started saying, well, you know, after we just slayed a giant dragon, you know what? It's a 3-way for everyone. So, yeah, that's how it caught on the mind. So that game came out first and took the market of being a badass game for Sony. So, yeah, it's weird. It's weird how that happens. So, after, you know, a year passed by, it was 2007. This is when I got my first PS3, and, you know, once again, I was still looking for titles. And often I would see this game. You know what? You know how many times I've seen this game? Probably up to 100 times. But when I actually played the game myself, I was blown away by a lot of things. First off, it's a beautiful game. I don't know, this video might have people saying, "Oh, the game is okay." For me, it was beautiful. I mean, beautiful not in the visual sense, but in a way how they told a story of a person who his dumb luck came to be with this heavenly sword that, you know, she had to carry the burden on it. The way they got her, I mean, even when you have them cutscenes when you are in option mode, when you see staring at you in the face, I mean, sorry, I have to mention the name first. Naruto, yeah, that's her name, Naruto. I have to, see, that's how good the game is. So good, I forgot her name of the character of the game I'm talking about. Wow, really? Yeah, but Naruto, she's that kind of, I mean, she was that strong first woman in a new gen kind of game like that. You don't see often now. I mean, now you see nowadays with Bayonetta and a lot of action.
I think life's all about having fun. What do you say, hey?
I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill that walking flesh-bag son of yours.
With the Heavenly Sword, she's standing on her own. I mean, she's really, her and her top sister Kai, that I swear, if you have to be if she have to be a genre of sidekicks, she would probably fit there with Jax from Jack and Dexter and whoever else who's being running up. But her character too was amazing too. She didn't bring that much into it, but when she's talking, she talks in so much riddles and everything's a game to her. So yeah, when she's saying you want to play Twang Twang, I think it's murder, kill.
Why'd you leave Kai alone, Noriko?
It brings out the game to me is I forgot his guy's name, so I'm trying to remember really good. Annie Snicker. Now, if you know Annie Snicker, if you're gonna see a picture right over here, right over beside me, you don't know him. No, don't feel bad. I didn't know who he was up to another movie we were talking about, Lord of the Rings, and he played Gollum. Yeah, short little nasty little thing. You know, he went that precious. You know, he was the capture of the face. You know, he's really good when he does that. And recently, he actually did Rise of the Eighth Caesar. I mean, I remember hearing that, and I remember seeing his his interviews, and I said, wow, same guy. Amazing. I mean, he can bring out these characters to like a standard of living. And when he played his character, Andy Sneaker played the character in the game. His name is King Ballhand.
But you see, the sword is mine now, and it is residing safely in my armory with all my other trinkets.
And wow, talk about a villain that has no limits. This guy, when he doing his role in this game, you can feel it. He just like out there. He wants the heavenly sword, but the way he's portrayed in this game is really good. I would say hands down. I mean, really good. It's like, wow, I remember a lot of boss fights and sometimes boss characters, but when it comes to doing what he did in that game, I can remember that right off the bat. And after playing a couple of days playing this game off and on, I have to say, wow, he can be hands down the best boss boss character in any game ever. So yeah. Anyway, sorry, just I love that character, but yeah, but the game itself is really a good game. I mean, sure, it don't have no trophies, no achievements or anything like that, but it's really good. I mean, the combat is good. If you play the demo, like that's how this whole started. Even the boss fights, you have, I would say, you have 3 boss fights. You have a guy named Fox, a woman fish, whatever, whiptail, and a giant of a buffoon roach. And I have to say, these 3 characters I fought up. I have to say, Fox. Now, Fox, I wouldn't describe him as flamboyant. He is flamboyant in every way, but he looked like he's gonna flip on you any given chance.
If I could style, hello, style.
And wow, the way when you see the caption of like he can be in the distance, but they have that smaller caption on his face of the character, it really brings out. I don't see that often nowadays. Yeah, but Fox, he's really that character I like. He's unpredictable, uncontrollable, and he's you know, over the place. So yes, when I mean over the place, and then when you play the game, he's really over the place. So yes, you'll find out if you ever get your hands on this game. But going on with the game, it's really good. Just to say how really good it is. You remember how the Sony was trying to push that whole 6-axle control onto you? You know, the 6-axle, when you have to, let me show you with this control. You know, they just say, hey, you know, you can do all this thing. You can feel like the controls. Well, and it actually do work well. I mean, I remember they was just pushing it to the point where every game had to have a 6-axle control, and some didn't feel well. Like I will say another game called Lair. That's a different story. I'll probably do my personal stuff about this game later on down the video down the line. But trust me, don't get this game. It sucks. But they were trying to push that whole thing too. You know, like you can feel the motion of the, motion of how the control is. It's like you're fishing in your living room. It's kind of sad, but it works with this game. When you're playing as Kai, when you have them separate the moments when she's not a fighter, but she's really good with archery, and when you have your bow and you're shooting at your target like at least probably 100 feet away, when you hit that square button and when you see the arrow just gliding and you're controlling it, it feels natural when you shooting out boulders out of catapults. It feels natural too, but it works with this game, and I have to say it does work. Yeah, it's weird. But the biggest question is why didn't have a sequel or a spin-off or something? You know, I checked on Wikipedia, checked on different game sites, and same story, like the budget. I mean, for a game to be, it came out in 2007 and didn't get that much response. It's a crying shame. It's a gem of a game. With another game that came out probably a couple of years later, like not a year, probably around 2000. Hope I'm getting 2009, 2010. Enslavement: Journey to the West. If you know the monkey, once again played by Andy Snicker, and I remember playing the demo just once, and I never went back again. But now, know that he was on Heavenly Sword and that game, Enslavement. I would actually get that game. In fact, I ran past it not more than a couple of days ago, and I saw it for $8. So I'm thinking, hey, holidays are coming around. It's a good game. No one's going for it right now, so I can get it for $8. That's a really good price. So yeah, if you do see both games, both Heavenly Sword and Enslavement, get them. What do you think about the game? If you had bought Heavenly Sword, or you just played the demo, or you play Enslavement, or you just played the demo, what do you think about it? If you saw this video, you think to yourself, hey, this guy may be on something. Maybe I should get this game. Maybe, you know, I'm not saying about achievement. I mean, the trophies and all that, but I just want to get a game that really does well. Tell me what your, in fact, tell me what your favorite game is that you wanted to get, but you didn't want to get at that time. You know, like say like 6 years later. That'd be the good subject. Games you had not get yet. You know, because one thing or another, because of the storyline, or just a short game. And yeah, in fact, if you do get your hands on Heavenly Sword, it's a really short game. It's like really short. But lucky I work a lot, so I just jump on, jump off, jump on, jump off. It didn't bother me. But the experience of the game, Heavenly Swords. Yes, you have to get this game. If you don't, that means something's wrong with you. Like the thing with me, it was wrong with me not to get this game. Now I got it. I'm really shocked, and I might just get Enslavement just because of Annie Snicket's performance as King Baller in this game. So yes, get this game. So that's all I think right now. So if you do like this video, if you like to subscribe to this video, because wow, you love this game. And you see you love a lot of games, subscribe to me. Right up there, up top, right there. Subscribe, and I'm good. You know, I'm not begging, am I choosing? I'm just like, I love video games. So that's all I have for Heavenly Sword. So if you like it, like. If you don't, well, you just have a good time watching me foam from the mountain, telling me I love this game. Go get it later.